It's Ben here. In this video, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on a new software coming out called FanContact. And this is a new software that's cloud-based and is capitalizing off of the newest, the biggest marketing thing, which allows you to do direct response marketing to your Facebook fans, meaning that you can broadcast messages, set up autoresponders on autopilot, and then deliver just like if you would emails to an inbox, messages to Facebook fans and people who have messaged your page, or in this case, you can broadcast messages to people who have just liked your page as well. So obviously, there's some other softwares that have already come out, and I was interested to see if this was something that was just kind of like a Me Too thing, whether they just wanted to kind of get into the Facebook bot messaging paradigm, or is this something that's brand new and it has some new features that maybe the other ones don't. But first, before getting into that, I just want to talk a little bit about this new wave of direct response marketing and broadcasting messages to Facebook subscribers, and is it something that's worth pursuing or not? Well, I just went to a conference called Traffic and Conversion Summit. It's supposed to be like the most advanced conference out there for digital marketing today. And basically the big theme about that was that this is kind of like the new email marketing, and that being able to broadcast these messages and do this automated messaging with your Facebook fans and people who have found your page is kind of the new big thing that you should really be taking advantage of while still new, while before like tons of big corporations start to jump into it and then it becomes more saturated. And this is not just like kind of a fad that's going to last a few months, where it's like a cool new little trick that Facebook developers have found, but this is a kind of a really important thing that you should at least have one sort of fan broadcast or fan autoresponder already out there. And maybe you already have one, but if you don't, then maybe this one might be right for you, and you at least need to get something, because this is kind of a big deal as far as people already getting a lot of results with it too. Now, what makes this FanContact different, if anything? Well, first, what it is all the other Facebook messengers and autoresponders that allow you to set up and broadcast messages to your pages, they use what's called bot messaging, and that's something called Facebook Bot API. Now, there's a few concerns about this bot API that's been coming out, and that is it's possible that you could have bought a fan page messenger that's using the bot API that's using the same IP address and is kind of like under the same scrutiny for everyone that's using the system, meaning kind of like Aweber, like with the shared IP address. Like the reason a lot of people's email open rates went down is because they were affected by other people using that same platform, and they're kind of under the same scrutiny from the ISPs like Gmail and from Aweber. And even though your email marketing was clean and it was great, there's someone else that was spamming, and you were using the shared IP, and it was negatively affecting your open rates and your engagement long term. And that's kind of the same thing that at least the creator of this has told me that's going to happen, is that with the bot API, you're kind of like someone else who's using the same app that you bought could be violating Facebook's terms of service, and then that's going to negatively affect you and your delivery rates. It's something to be aware of. And then the other big thing, which is probably the best feature of this one, is that you can now add and set up autoresponders to people who have just commented on your posts or pages. So usually with all the other messengers, you have to like run ads and get them to comment or to send you a direct message for most of them. This one though, however, you can just import them quickly with one click to this to your subscriber list in here, and for anyone who's commented on your fan page. And then you can set up broadcasts or autoresponder messages and things like that. And that's kind of the two differences that I was able to find. Is number one, it uses the API or an app instead of the bot messaging, which also will allow you to send out the messages faster. The bot one, there is like a limit to how many you can send, and sometimes it takes a while to get all those messages out if you do have a lot of subscribers. And it allows you to be kind of in full control of your destiny, meaning that if it's up to you to get kicked off or in trouble with Facebook for spamming, like no one else is going to do that for you, or if someone else on another service violates Facebook's terms of service, then it's not going to affect you because you're fully scrutinized by yourself. Now, the way this works, we don't have to get into a lot of this. It kind of works the same as a lot of these other messaging services. Basically, you connect all your fan pages, and then you go over here. You can import from the inbox or people who've messaged you. You can also do this enable daily scan. It's going to find people who've commented that you can add on your pages as well. And then you can dive into each page here and fetch posts. And then you can import people from all these different posts who have commented as well. Now, just another thing I want to mention here that maybe some other people won't mention is that if you do this cool feature where you're just importing people who have just commented on your pages, they haven't actually messaged your page, you do have to make sure that you go into these pages here, you get the posts, and then you have to enable auto reply. You have to set up an auto reply message because that will be against Facebook's terms of service just to add them without them knowing, and then a month later send them a message about a promotion. You can't really, it's not really good. You can't really do that. But you can add them without them having to message your page, and then just have a quick enable reply saying, like, hey, we saw you message your page. Hey, welcome to our page. Here's our contact information. If you have any questions, we'll be in touch. Something like that, which you can do, and that's perfectly fine. You're not going to get in trouble or anything like that. Then what this allows you to do is then create different campaigns. So you can create, you choose your page over here that you've connected, or down here, I mean. You can choose your Facebook app. You just use this over here to follow the instructions to create one. It's pretty easy. And then you can create a broadcast message like, hey, this is a coupon that you can use today to get sales, or we're having a flash sale. Just be a link to some content that you created. And then you can create a broadcast message with that. Now, there isn't a way I could see as far as like a full drip autoresponder sequence, depending on if they did this and this. It's nothing too complicated like that. This is more like broadcast messaging. And there, of course, like I showed you before, there is the way to do the autoresponder, so you don't have to broadcast every single thing, where you can set up autoresponders for each page and post by just clicking the enable over here. That's basically how the FanContact works. So obviously there's other ones out there that can do similar things, and this isn't the first brand new unique thing. But if you don't have a fan bot messenger already, you probably should, because this isn't like a gimmick, in my opinion, at least from what I've seen and some of the results people are getting. This is like the real deal, and it could be like the next email marketing even. I know that I have some as well. I'm going to be really digging into this, so we're probably going to be getting some messages from me from my main fan page. And if you don't have one, definitely check it out. And it looks like this one's working fine. It can do a little bit of things that some of the other ones can't. So if it's right, you can check it out at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time whenever it launches for the early bird discount. And you also get a bunch of relevant bonuses as well that are new if you get it through my link and it looks like something that can help you. So thanks for watching this video about FanContact.